Also new this afternoon, a Sioux Falls man is behind bars accused of DUI and vehicular homicide following a deadly motorcycle crash. 30-year-old Daniel Moyer is accused of losing control of his motorcycle on the roundabout on Southwestern Avenue near Harrisburg North Middle School. The October crash killed 29-year-old Kendall Borning. Moyer is also charged with possessing a loaded gun while intoxicated.
A convicted sex offender is back behind bars in Sioux Falls, accused of reoffending. 41-year-old Walter Perrin was convicted of possessing child pornography back in 2010. He's charged with possessing child porn again, and this time he faces 28 counts. Perrin was booked into jail on Wednesday. In court this afternoon, a judge set his bond at $100,000 cash.
One man is dead after a fire south of Brookings earlier this week. Firefighters were called to the area of 471st Avenue and 217th Street just after 4 o'clock Tuesday afternoon. Crews arriving on scene found flames coming out of a window. Firefighters went inside while the home was still on fire to get the man out. He was identified as 94-year-old Lyle Monsees. The fire and cause of death are under investigation.
Even though there is snow on the ground, firefighters in the Black Hills were called to a wildland fire. Take a look. The Custer Volunteer Fire Department posted these pictures of the fire northwest of town. Officials say it's still dry, even though there is snow on the ground. The department asked people to check on recently burned piles and add that conditions can change quickly. Kind of like this morning. We got the little light flurries in Sioux Falls, got a little dusting.
You know what I did appreciate, though? I stepped outside and it felt warmer, Jay.
That is correct. Despite the fact we had clouds and that 0.2 of an inch of snow Don just mentioned, our temperature's been rising. In fact, right now in Sioux Falls, we're at 36 degrees. Now, by comparison, our normal high for the state is 27, so we are way above normal. And all that despite the fact we have the clouds, we have the light snow, and we have a north breeze out there. So pretty unusual, but yeah, 36 degrees right now with that north breeze in Sioux Falls. Aberdeen, we got some clear skies there, 37 degrees, north wind at 18. In Pierre, north winds at 22. You can see it's gusting a little bit higher. Our live cam shaking there with 33 degrees. And in Rapid City, we got blue sky, 31. North wind, though, at 21 miles per hour. That's what's going on up there in Deadwood. You can see that we do have snow on the ground. And Deadwood, you are going to be getting some more over the next few days. I'll tell you about that in just a second. Here's a satellite picture. It says fog satellite, but I'm just trying to show you where the clouds are. They're generally east of the James River plus south central South Dakota. They are slowly moving away. Whatever we've had for the snow showers has now moved east of Sioux Falls. Now here's what I'm talking about. Deadwood, lead area, winter storm watch Friday evening to Monday afternoon. Another 6 inches plus of snow and blowing snow. The rest of us this weekend are going to get under an inch. For tonight, lows in the teens, northwest breeze dying down. Clouds will be breaking up or non-existent in western South Dakota. Then tomorrow, mostly cloudy in the morning, partly sunny in the afternoon. 27 the high in Sioux Falls with a northwest breeze. 26 Aberdeen, 27 in Pierre, 37 degrees in Rapid City. Warm on Saturday with the light snow, much cooler and breezy on Sunday. Your complete weekend forecast in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Jay. Well, South Dakota Game Fish and Park says that despite recent cold temperatures, you shouldn't drop your ice safety guard. GF&P says these pictures are one example of no ice is safe ice. These were taken Tuesday on Dry Lake 1 in Clark. As you can see, a large area of water is open, which was slowly freezing. Officials say you should pay attention to ice conditions and always be aware that there might be thin ice nearby.
Authorities on the Standing Rock Reservation say that several loose horses will be rounded up. Standing Rock Game and Fish says that there has been an increase in reports about the animals not being confined. Authorities say that they increase danger to the public by walking onto the road. Officials say that several horses have already been hit by cars. And they go on to say that the horses are also not being regularly fed or cared for. Authorities will gather up the horses tomorrow.
The city of St. Paul served eviction orders on tents in a big encampment in St. Paul. Uba Ali with our CBS affiliate Minneapolis visited a camp and shows us why the city says they have to shut it down.
From the air, devastation as flames shoot up from a homeless encampment, smoke blanketing the city. Just 30 minutes before, another fire at an encampment on Lake Street. Propane tanks fueling both fires Monday. And this one last month when several tents erupted in flames, ultimately spreading to this home. And this one in St. Paul under the Lafayette Bridge on New Year's Day. Inside this encampment off of Payne Avenue in St. Paul, Jamie Kennedy says propane tanks are a necessity.
Are you nervous when there's propane tanks around here?
Always, but there's nothing you can do about it because people want to stay warm.
But that's not why the city of St. Paul posted these notices to vacate on tents. A city spokesperson says it's a danger to health and safety after more than 400 calls for police, 50 for fire crews, including this one in October.
We're just shifting and doing anything we can to try to increase beds so that those people have a warm place to stay.
Isaac Lee with Union Gospel Mission says the closure of this camp has been on the horizon and it's been all hands on deck.
The last thing we want is someone to freeze to death. And of course, we don't want them to burn or have their tents burn out and then all their property with it.
For Kennedy, it's time to find a new place before next Friday,
At least I can pack this thing up and move it.
with hope for a home soon. Uba Ali, WCCO News.
And community partners will continue to be on site daily to help residents clean the area and move or store personal belongings as needed.
Coming up after